Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the cabin. Today I thought I might film a different kind of video. It's not gonna be about building or about working on the cabin, but as I'm getting so many comments lately and so many messages, I thought it might be a good idea to film a video answering to some of the most frequently asked comments, and probably I'll also react and respond to some random comments or something that I find funny or interesting. I wish I would have the time to answer personally to each one of you, but as that is almost impossible, I'll try to maybe more frequently, or I don't know, also let me know what all of you that are watching the videos think about this type of content. Maybe every now and then to have this kind of video to talk a bit more and answer some of the comments. I always enjoy reading the comments and responding to them, and I think this way I can answer even better to some of the comments. And I will start with the question that I'm pretty sure I get the most: where I'm from and in which part of the world I'm building this cabin. I mentioned this in some of my previous videos, but usually it was always or in the middle of the video or somewhere towards the end of the video, and probably many of you didn't see it. I'm from Slovenia and I'm also building the cabin in Slovenia. It's a really small country on the top of the Adriatic Sea. Probably the whole country is smaller than some of the big cities in US. I'll also read the username of the person that left the comment and then the comment. So hashtag Dizzy wrote, I'm over here questioning stuff. What does he do for a living? You pretty much watch on the videos what I do for the living. I'm building at the moment this log cabin. I'm filming all of the thing. I'm also editing and posting, and pretty much I'm doing everything myself, and that's what I do for the living at the moment. So that also answers the next question: how does he have time to make money to eat and pay bills while building this home? Yeah, I pretty much already answered that. Where is this located at? I also said it's in Slovenia. How many X-flips were taken during this video? Well, it depends if you want to know how many I did that I filmed, because I'm pretty sure I filmed at least 20, but all that I took that I didn't film, it's for sure more than hundreds. At times I even stay there and I throw for an hour or 2 hours the X. Did he ever get the tractor stuck? I think never. Is this all his land, like all the land that I work on, that I cut the trees, it's mine? Then all the land where I film, where I go walking and all of that, it's of course not all mine. This guy has to be single, no woman attracting him. Well, actually I am not single, and for sure it's challenging to balance this work and the time we spend together. As much as I like the challenge of building the log house, I also like this challenge, and I like searching for this balance, even though at times it's really not easy, but at the end it's very rewarding. That was all one comment. M.A. Newschwander wrote, your porch supports look really nice. Just wondering why they need to be so high above the cement foundation. Are you planning to put a rock or more cement under the log to cover the metal brackets? Thanks. Well, thank you. I'm really glad you like how the porch looks. I also love it. The reason for being so high off the foundation is because the rest of the house, the walls, over the years will keep getting compressed, maybe even up to 10 centimeters in a few years, and I'll have to lower the balcony support with that. Otherwise, if I would put the support of the balcony directly on the foundation or on the point where the balcony meets the rest of the walls, I would have a gap, or maybe even the logs would break. Everything in the log house that is attached to the walls needs to have the option to adjust the height, otherwise it will get compressed and broken. Team Finch commented, "Hi Nick, I've been watching your channel since the start of this build. Man, it's been a lot of hard work. I have a question that I don't recall being talked about. Are you going to leave the bottom of your cabin open to the weather? I've been wondering what your reason is for having the cabin so high off the ground level. It would make a nice storage area if it were closed in, but I don't remember if you talked about that before. Thanks for sharing all your hard work, and I can't wait to see the roof going up. I'm sure that's going to be as hard as anything else you've done on this, so be careful and keep them coming." Thanks for watching the videos, and thank you for this comment. I also don't remember if I talked about that before, and the reason for cabin to be around half a meter off the ground. I decided to do it like that for the reason to be higher off the ground, and so that humidity and everything from the ground doesn't get up to the logs so easily. Plus, yeah, I want to make inside some storage area under the floor, and for sure there's more than plenty of space to do something. Also, I'm working at the roof in these days, and yeah, it's pretty challenging, and I'm always trying to be as careful and focused on what I'm doing so nothing bad happens. I'm not sure if I'm reading these names right, but Dennis Caetano wrote, "How can you dislike that? There's no talk, no ads, no bullish begging for nothing. This video is really satisfying." Well, I'm happy that you enjoyed the video, and I think to dislike a video, any video, is as easy to like it. If you want to dislike it, if you want to find a reason for that, it's pretty easy. Also appreciate that you noticed that there was no ads, except there should be an ad at the beginning of the video. But for that 1 year video, I didn't want to put any ads throughout the video to not ruin the viewing experience, because that video really means a lot to me, and I would like to be viewed as I intended it, without any interruptions. XD Alex said, "Termites. I'ma end this man's whole career. Luckily we don't have termites where I live. The only thing that we have and can eat the wood are the red wood ants, but they are pretty big, and it's really easy to spot them if they start getting in the wood, because they always walk out to get the food and the stuff, so shouldn't be problem with that." Rumor has it that he forged the tractor and excavator with his own 2 hands with the ironstone that he cleared around his build site. Subbed and shared with everyone I know. Thank you so much for subscribing and for sharing my videos. It really means a lot, and I feel humbled to receive this kind of comments. Wish also that would be a true story. Niklas Erbest wrote, "Man, this is really inspiring. I bet I'm gonna do something like this when I become a dad or just a man." thanks, I'm really happy that what I do inspires you. And I'm not really sure what you think about when you'll be a man, if that's just when you grow up or really become a man. For me, becoming a man is not just getting older, and I can tell you from my experience, the project that I'm doing, it's really demanding me to become a man and be responsible, and not just in this area but also in other aspects of life. So yeah, in my advice, the easiest way to become a man is if you do something that maybe at the moment scares you and will push you out of your comfort zone. JDK said, I can't imagine how much time it took him to not only build the cabin but also edit this video. He was talking about the 1 year video, and yeah, the editing and filming takes maybe even more time than the building itself. From what I calculated to edit that video, if I count the editing of all the 20 episodes that I did before, because later I've been cutting out of the episodes the 1 year video, I'm pretty sure I've spent 500 hours, if not even more, just editing, plus filming and everything else. It takes a lot of time, but I said this many times before, it's something I love doing. I don't even care, or I don't even think about how much time it takes me. I like doing it, and I'm pretty sure I'll keep on filming until I enjoy it. Dr. Strangelove commented, was really hoping he was going to grow a massive beard over the course of this video. Hey man, I'm really sorry that didn't happen. When I was building the treehouse, I grew the beard, but I don't really like my look when I have the beard too long. Massive beard at the moment, I think it's not gonna happen. Bao Kun, I don't know what that means, but he said, when mom says to stop playing Minecraft and go outside, I have to say that I don't know nothing about that, because I never played Minecraft, and my mom never had to tell me to go outside. It was usually the opposite. She had a hard time keeping me in-house or studying or anything that I had to do in-house. Usually I didn't like it, and I always wanted to stay outside. But I see so many comments about Minecraft and video games, and that shows where the youth is nowadays. I was also playing some video games when I was a bit younger, but never had problems to go outside and also do similar things that I do now. Mike Air commented, YouTube algorithm, check this out. Me? Sure, I'll take a look, maybe skip through it and continue down the rabbit hole. 2 and something hours later, tears of happiness. Whoa. I can't even describe what that means to me, that someone takes 2 hours, even an hour or whatever time to watch something that I'm doing and they enjoy it that much. It's even if I don't do this for anyone's gratification or approval, when I see that people truly enjoy and appreciate what I do, it's a great thing. I also find myself watching others' videos. Especially I have to give a shout out to Sean James from My Self-Reliance and The Outsider. These are 2 channels that I enjoy watching for years. I appreciate their honesty, their personality, what they share, and it greatly inspires me in what I do. Build Z commented, I just watched a dude build a house himself without one single bad word. That might be true. I'm not used to curse, not even in my native language. In English, I sometimes say the F word, but it's pretty rare because I hardly get angry. I think I never get angry while building if something goes wrong or not as I was expecting it, because that, at least in my opinion, it won't solve anything. I rather prefer to right away think about the solution or how to go on from there, and not about cursing. Juggernaut 33 said better than porn. His wife was either super happy or super pissed the log cabin got more time than her. Thanks for the comment. I am glad you prefer this than the porn. And my wife, well, I don't have a wife, but I share my life with a really special woman that I love a lot, even more than building this cabin or anything else. And yeah, it's not easy. As I said in one of the previous comments, it's hard to balance this work that I do by myself. We're pretty much never together here, and then staying together. But she supports me with all her love and everything that she can, because it's a dream of both of us to then live here in this cabin. So I'm doing my best to build the cabin. And yeah, Jacob Hilton said, I don't know you and you don't know me, but man, I'm proud of you. This is hands down the most awesome thing I've seen in a long time. Thank you so much, Jacob, for your comment and for your words. It truly means a lot to me. For someone to be proud of me and not even know me, I don't know what to say. It's a lot. Also to be the most awesome thing that you've seen in a long time. I don't know. Thanks. Jamil Ian commented, this is my favorite series on YouTube in a long time. Really love what you do. Keep it up. Good luck with the future weather. Thank you for the love, and yeah, thanks again for these words. The weather lately has been pretty nice, except for a few windy days, but it has been great, the weather, and thank you again for the comment and for these great words. Dr. Michael Johnson Jr. wrote, hello Nick, so happy to see the cabin coming along nicely. Thought I would say hi and mention what an inspiration this is to see your hard work come to fruition, especially when you can share that accomplishment with your friend. I can't wait to see this cabin finished, but I certainly have enjoyed the trip. As a university professor, I have to say this project has been very educational, and the time you've taken to video everything is really quite valuable, as it is entertaining. Thanks so much for taking the time to show us every step. All my best from US. Hi also to you, Michael, and I'm happy that you find my video entertaining and educational and all of the other stuff. It was as much educational to me as probably is to the viewers. I learned so much about building, about myself, my limits, various techniques with working with the wood, how the wood is responding to weather, and it's really a lot that I've learned, and that also the people that watch the videos took some of that from my videos. It's really amazing. I'm also wishing you all the best, and thanks for this great comment. And another thing, I see many people ask when the cabin is gonna be finished and complete. To tell the truth, that's something I don't know myself. I have no plan on when it's gonna be done. I have no deadline. I just work as it goes. I have to adapt a lot to the weather and everything else, so hopefully by the end of this year I'll have it closed in, windows and everything but there's still so much work. There's still so much work to be done inside. I want to do most of my furniture and pretty much all the rest of the stuff inside the house, and then outside the porch, the balcony, and I want to do the outside kitchen. There's so much that I will do in the future, so it's never gonna be completely finished. The garden, it's a lot that I want to do in the future, and I don't want to set myself deadlines, because then when you don't reach it, you feel bad about it. I just want to work with the flow of the nature and the rest of the stuff. Roland Sweet commented, Nick, you're such a serious guy. I would have a smile on my face from ear to ear if that was my cabin I was building. You must have had 6,000 viewers this morning sat with a smile on their face when you said, I'm a bit worried about doing this on my own. We all have heard you say this before, and we have seen you manage to overcome the problem because you follow the old rule of where there's a will, there's a way. Great job, mate, looking good. Can I just ask one thing? Why did you opt to sit the logs on the brackets with the risk of them buckling under the weight instead of sitting them directly on the concrete pad? Cheers, look after yourself. I said before, the reason why I decided to put the support of the balcony on something that I can adjust, even if probably it looks not so strong, but the bolts, the threaded rod is at least 2 if not 3 centimeters, and there's 2 of them, and I'm thinking to put another one. Plus later there will be the terrace here under connecting everything together. I think it's going to be as strong as it needs to be. But thank you for your suggestion and for your thinking, and also the thing you said at the beginning of the comment, that I'm pretty serious, and I know that when I'm working I'm quite serious, because I'm always very focused on what I'm doing and thinking about each small thing, and also a lot of times just appreciating the sounds and everything around me, and yeah, that makes me look more serious. Ben R asked, are these 4 bolts anchors actually going to hold this much weight? Why not put the logs on the concrete? I just answered this. Klasmir said, I wish I had the same skill with a chainsaw to cut that precise. Very well done. Well, thanks for the compliment, and if you would like to have the same skill, it's the best you start and you put a lot of time into working with the chainsaw, and one day, sooner or later, you will be as precise or even more precise than me. I've been working with the chainsaw probably since I was 13. At 15, my father bought me my first chainsaw for my birthday, and ever since then I've been working on my own with the chainsaw and getting better, especially lately. But I'm always very in the moment when I work with the chainsaw, and I put a lot of thought and care into what I do. Also, that is important if you want to be precise in cutting. Octavian Burnecci, I don't know how to pronounce it. Hey Nick, great job, looking forward to the new episode. I just have a question, what are the tables for? Hey man, and thanks for looking forward to the upcoming episodes. It's an honor to me that you and also other people look forward to my videos. I think you're asking about the 3 tables that are behind the log house that I'm using now to build on the triangles that are, I don't know how to call it, the foundation for the roof where the rest of the logs will sit on. I did it to have a flatter area and have it also off the ground, so it's easier to cut and measure and do everything I have to do with that. Jackie Reeves commented, your determination and strength are amazing, and I don't know if you have tornadoes where you live, but if you do, I don't think that beefy home will be affected. No, at least until now we didn't have the tornadoes, but we have a really strong wind during the winter. It's called the Bora wind. Probably you can find something about it on the internet. It gets really strong, even up to 150, at times in gusts even more, and when it's that strong, a lot of times it brings down a lot of trees. And the log house is on top of the hill, so it's quite affected by the wind in the winter. Hopefully nothing will happen, and that's also why I want it to be strong and really secure. I don't want to be worried inside during the winter when the wind is howling outside. Kik says, commented, such an amazing project. I believe you're building the biggest one-man log cabin on YouTube. Are your intentions to live there by yourself? Well, thanks for your words and for your comment. What I saw and from what I'm watching on YouTube, yeah, probably is the biggest. Well, at the moment I have my friend and we are building together, but yeah, I did a lot by myself. But that is not even my intention or my concern to be the biggest log cabin on YouTube or whatever. I'm also not doing this just to film it for YouTube. It's not a YouTube project first, it's a project that is much more than that. And also my intentions are not to live here by myself. I want to live here with my girlfriend, and I'm really excited about the day that we can move in here and start this new lifestyle. The Borax kid asked, can anyone tell me why the tree needs to be debarked? Oh, there are many reasons it is that I decided to debark the trees. First of all, one of the most important is that if you don't debark the trees, the insects and the worms really like the layer that is between the bark and the wood, and they mostly start in that layer between the bark and the wood, and then they continue eating the wood inside of the log. So if you take away the bark, you eliminate a lot of the chances that you get the worms or some other wood-eating insects. Then the second reason is when I was building the house, when I was scribing the logs and putting everything together, if you have on the bark, to do that is impossible, not having a smooth surface. Plus, if you have the bark inside of the house, every time you touch the walls or whatever, the bark crumbles down, and also having a dark brown, almost black color inside of the house, I don't like it. These are just some of the reasons. I'm pretty sure there's even more, but yeah, there's plenty of reasons to take down the bark. I'll finish it here. I was probably talking already for quite a long time. As I said, I really enjoy answering to the comments, and I get lost just talking and explaining. I enjoy doing it, so I think I'll also do it in the future. It would mean a lot also to have some feedback about this kind of videos or what everyone watching thinks about this. Anyways, thanks for watching and for all these amazing comments. Thank you for sharing the videos, for sending me so much love, blessings and everything else. Hopefully I'll have all the 4 triangles of the roof up and another building video uploaded really soon.